Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet two of the driving forces behind one of the largest fundraisers for the March of Dimes every year. They're in the studio, and we'll hear their journey next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I can't think of very many nonprofits that have been around since 1938. Think about that. Maybe the Salvation Army, the Red Cross, and March of Dimes. They have a huge fundraiser coming up, and we're going to talk about that today with Alex Lyons. He is the culinary chair of the March of Dimes Dallas Signature Chefs Auction, and Heather Bosillo is in the studio. She's the Director of Development. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
It's
great to see you again.
Absolutely. I had you on my show several years ago. And
yep, right after COVID, we were talking about the service industry and how it changed.
Yeah. And you've done very well, and we're going to learn more about that in a minute. Let's start with you, Heather. So March of Dimes, 1938. It was FDR?
It was Franklin Roosevelt who started March of Dimes in 1938. Actually to combat polio. And a little fun fact, a lot of people think that we're called March of Dimes because Franklin Roosevelt is on the dime, but actually Franklin Roosevelt is on the dime because he started March of Dimes.
And tell us about the mission and ministry of March of Dimes these days.
Yeah, so our work these days is focused on ending preventable preterm birth. What we may not realize is that 1 out of 10 babies is born prematurely. It's actually the #1 cause of death for children under 5. And the United States, it is the most dangerous developed nation to give birth. So every day 2 women will die because of pregnancy-related causes. And every hour, 2 children. So if you really think about that, I mean, that's 50 people a day who are impacted by the maternal and infant mortality crisis here in the United States.
And I remember as a little kid, I mean, you would put a dime into a little cardboard container to give to the March of Dimes. These days, they accept everything but Bitcoin.
And I'm sure we would even find a way. We would even find a way to accept that. I think the first shipment of dimes to the White House was $220,000 worth of dimes, which is pretty incredible when you really think about it.
Absolutely. So, Chef Alex, let's bring you back into the conversation. You've been involved for how many years now?
So I've been involved with the event itself for about 4 years, just helping source the chefs and making sure that they have everything that they need. But I've been the culinary chair now. This will be my 2nd year.
Okay, staying with you, we're going to put up the website. And as we scroll down the website, this is a party with a purpose. So what can people expect? Because this is coming up quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So we get everybody together, and the chefs donate their time and food and skill set to build a relationship and a community with the people that are in the room, and use food to connect in a way that we kind of see just around our regular tables or at a restaurant, but really bringing the people together for this cause. And so each chef will put together a signature dish and serves usually 350 to 400 people. And so it's just amazing to see the hospitality industry really kind of using their skills and their gifts to drive donations and everything for this amazing cause.
Sure. Let's give a shout out to some of the chefs. Who will they meet that night?
Heather, you have more of a list. We have Jeffrey Cottinger from Spice of Life Catering. We have Talia King from Poor Decisions. We have
The team at Monarch,
yeah, we have the team over at Monarch. We have
5570.
Phoenix and Flying Jays, and then
Wow. I mean, those are some huge names. Congratulations.
yeah.
Does it take a lot, Alex, to get people involved?
Honestly, no. A lot of people that I've been doing this for a long time now, 10 years just here in Dallas. So the scene is very well connected, and people like Tammany Stern and my buddy Castillo over at Them Taco Boys. We've all been doing this in different aspects for so long that we're just ready to help and give however we can.
Yes.
It's a very, very taxing industry, but this is a way that we can give back by doing the stuff that we love.
And Heather, this is your second largest fundraiser of the year. How much do you hope to raise?
So this year we're looking to raise just about $300,000. And one of the things that's kind of so beautiful about this event, maybe when you look at some other larger galas, if you will, our chefs, I think Alex was very humble. They donate, yes, their time, but they also donate the food. And so for us, when you think about putting on an event with 300 plated dinners, food is the number one cost associated with putting on an event like this. We don't have that expense. So what that means for us is even more money going back to the mission. So it's really incredible that we are able to not only fundraise that amount, but then almost give all of that back directly to the mission.
Absolutely. And Alex, you're a very successful restaurateur. We're going to show your website so you can talk about some of your different brands. We'll put this up on the screen and talk about your restaurant empire.
So this one in particular is Buena Vida Taqueria. It's my newest venture. We've been open for 2 years now, and we have won Best Street Tacos in Fort Worth and Best Queso. We've done an amazing job. The guys there really have taken my idea and flourished it. But we also have Poor Decisions in Fort Worth, which is about 7 minutes from Buena Vida. And then we also have Off the Cuff in Deep Ellum. We've got 2 more concepts in the building phase right now.
Yes.
And, Dallas has just been great.
Yeah.
We've been widely accepted by the Dallas and Fort Worth area.
Yeah, and the Fort Worth restaurant scene is really making a name for itself, isn't it? I think it's the 4th largest city in the state of Texas right now. I mean, it's a growing city.
It's growing massively, and people are just looking for good food. We have a lot of time-tested recipes, and it's really dug deep into the community for just having, because there's a ton of taquerias out there. So, I'm very proud to have those accolades.
Well, and to get Best Queso, this is a tough market to impress.
And honestly, it was a shock to us. We got an email one day from Fort Worth Weekly that was just like, Critics' Choice, you were picked, and I appreciate all of it. It's
all right. Without giving away the secret sauce, what makes your queso so great?
So we smoke the Toriados in-house, which is just serranos and jalapenos, and then those get either served with the dish or chopped up to put into the queso. But then the real secret to it is we actually make a buttermilk queso, and before service each day, before we add in the new one, we add orange juice.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's honestly something that I picked up from my Cuban heritage, and
I think that's brilliant.
It's amazing.
All right, staying with you, Alex, because you've been involved in the restaurant industry since you were 19.
Yeah, so I actually graduated high school early and immediately enrolled in culinary school. I drove all the way from Omaha, Nebraska, or Lincoln, Nebraska, to Orlando, Florida, to go to the culinary school that I wanted to. So I went to the Orlando Culinary Academy, Le Cordon Bleu, and by the time I was 19, I was already graduated and had a job in Big Sky, Montana, working for Lone Mountain Ranch. And it was an incredible experience up there, but I've just been doing it ever since. I've traveled the country. I've worked with a lot of great chefs, a lot of great restaurants. And, it was about 8 years ago that I started doing my own thing. I wanted to become a consultant. I wanted to continue to build my career instead of just staying at one restaurant. It's so great to kind of bring my knowledge and experience to, I think we're up to 36 restaurants here in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Congratulations.
And you know, I learn something everywhere we go from all of the people that we work with. So,
well, you're working with a bunch of celebrity chefs. So tell us what's on the menu.
So we have a chicken tinga tostada. We have, I believe, a poke tostada as well. One chef is doing, I think it's Michael Birchfield. He's doing pumpkin soup. And then mine is going to be a lemon and herb couscous over a carrot and roasted red pepper coulis. And then I'm actually mortar and pestling and toasting my my spices for our smoky harissa chicken. And then one of our sponsors is Casa de Reyes Tequila. And I'm going to be making a pickled red onion that will really kind of set off the whole thing. Finish it with feta and a mint and Greek yogurt tzatziki.
Well, I'm just disappointed that you didn't bring food and tequila into the studio.
Right?
Heather.
Next time I come by.
Next time. Heather, tell us about the experience. I mean, it's not just great food, but great networking.
Yeah, it's a really great opportunity. We're expecting 300 guests. We have a lot of our corporate supporters and our community supporters. But I think really the most special part of the evening is hearing the stories of the families that have been impacted. And we have the Ambassador family, the Kirby family. They delivered at UT Southwestern, and they had twins. One little girl, Kaylin, passed away after 9 days, and they were able to take their other little girl, Camden, home after 63 days in the NICU. And they just had this really beautiful story of hope, and it lets other families know, you know, they're not alone in this journey. We really are. There's a community coming together to fight alongside you and ensure that this isn't happening to 1 out of 10 families. So expect really, you know, good food, incredible guests, but a really powerful mission experience as well.
Beautiful. We've got about 2 minutes left, and so let's start with you, Alex. Why do people need to come?
Because, you know, we all know somebody that's been through it or, you know, may have to go through it at one point, and it comes out of nowhere. And so having this research and having this opportunity to be able to help such a great cause is just really important. You know, we all get caught up in our daily lives and everything else, but, you know, there's people out here like Heather that are pushing to fight for these families. So
Absolutely.
I just want to do whatever I can.
Heather, we're going to give you the final word.
I think it's, you know, the March of Dimes. I started off by saying we started as the organization to combat polio. And rather than say, okay, we're done here, we moved into birth defects. March of Dimes led the research that led to folic acid being, you know, fortified into foods. And really, you know, we haven't seen birth defects completely eradicated, but the incidence is far down. And now we're leaning into the prematurity space. And I think it's, you know, like I said, 1 out of 10 families, 1 out of 10 babies is born too early. And it's an important cause. And I think it's an important cause that we all rally around because it affects us all. And here in Texas, unfortunately, the prematurity incidence rate is higher. We're actually, we're closer to 11%. And although we're a national nonprofit, we do have a local prematurity research center launching here in Dallas in partnership with UT Southwestern. So just a lot of important work happening, and just really grateful for everybody that comes alongside us to achieve the mission that we've set forth.
Outstanding. We're going to put the website up so people can get involved, even if they can't attend. There's ways that you can donate beyond attending to the event. Heather and Alex, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Yeah.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.